skies, clean air, free animals, broadened habitats, and a healing ecology. Nature is visibly at peace amid the lockdown. Melodious birdsongs all day long, and the common sights of wild animals taking to deserted streets are becoming the new normal. Recently, videos showing thousands of olive ridley turtle hatchlings coming out of their nests and walking towards the sea took the internet by storm. The mass hatchlings of olive ridleys began recently at Odisha's Rushikulya Rookery, a major nesting site of the endangered species. Though it is an annual event, this time more marine turtles laid eggs in the sandy nests of the rookery, at least 3,23,063. Olive ridleys visiting Rushikulya lay between 2 to 3 lakh eggs every year. Though conservationists say the number of hatchlings fluctuates every year, they do agree that decreased human intervention has definitely reduced the deaths of hatchlings.
Majorly because on a natural scenario, say for an example, if a turtle is laying her egg in a pretty dark island without any public disturbance, after 45 to 60 days, the hatchlings will hatch out and they move towards a brighter light because the hatchlings are programmed to move towards a brighter light. In that scenario, the brighter light would be stars and moon reflecting on the water, so all the hatchlings end up in the water. But why we are doing it here in Chennai? Because all the artificial lights are more brighter than the natural, so they end up on the road, eaten by dogs and crows and all other animals. So that's the reason we are doing the conservation over here.
In a similar case, 25% more flamingos reportedly congregated at the Talavi wetlands in Mumbai, turning the place pink. The Bombay Natural History Society estimated that around 150,000 flamingos flew in this year as a consequence of less pollution, improved quality of algae, and lower human activity. Other migratory birds like cranes, pelicans, and Hobira bustards are also finding conditions ideal to move around across the world. The rare sightings of the endangered fishing cat in the Sundarbans after a long time has come as a joyful news for the wildlife enthusiasts. Likewise, wild animal encounters in urban spaces have been surprising for many. Videos, both real and fake, of elephants patrolling the streets of Kerala, dolphins making appearances in Mumbai beaches, sloth bears and tigers prowling human habitats of Madhya Pradesh have triggered a strong emotional response among people with narratives of the wild reclaiming their territory. Ecologists see this differently. They say the lockdown has just increased the visibility of these animals.
What I've been maintaining for a very, very long time, almost about a couple of decades, is that urban areas, especially urban metropolitan cities and tier 2 cities, we don't register, recognize, or even record the life forms that are around us. We are completely oblivious to it. We don't observe, we don't see. We just assume that these are concrete jungles and we are very happy. We fail to see that there are animals and plants that are worth looking at, that are worth remembering and cherishing. That's something of a failure that has typified us for a very, very long time. So it's not that everything has emerged only because of the lockdown. Many of the things were already there.
Ecologists who study and document these species know that animals have been a part of the neighborhood ecosystem. Though the nationwide shutdown has created an opportunity for the people to be more aware of their surroundings, there has also been a steep rise in the cases of wildlife poaching, especially in parts of Rajasthan, Karnataka, and Maharashtra.
Every time there is a natural disaster or a man-made disaster, one of the most unwanted, undesirable corollaries has been an increase in wildlife poaching. It happened big time even after the tsunami. At that point of time, the coastal biodiversity took a big beating. That is what is happening now. We were all sort of very aware of the fact that there will be an increase, and that is what is happening.
Not just poaching. Cases of forest encroachment, illegal trade, and tree felling have also been reported from across the country during the lockdown. In Maharashtra's Eur forest region alone, around 1,500 litres of illegally produced alcohol have been seized. According to the official records, Nearly 2% of the total forested area of 7,08,273 square kilometers was encroached even before the lockdown. The coronavirus situation has also delivered a severe blow to the forest economy, affecting the livelihood of people living in these regions. The forest dweller rights are often unrecognized. Only 3% of community forest resource rights and 10% of individual forest rights have been recognized, according to government data, putting forest dwellers in a difficult situation, especially during the pandemic. Despite stumbling blocks, optimistic posts of freely moving animals give hope to a better ecological balance in future. But is it sustainable? Are we ready to give up more portions of land to the wildlife post-lockdown? When people push hard to get back to their normal lives, will they end up pushing these animals back into the wild?